Yeah.
Welcome back to another episode.
This meeting is being recorded.
Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. We are pleased to be joined by Ceasar Bacerella, one of the co-owners of Alpha Prime Racing. And, of course, will be in the 45 Chevrolet for Alpha Prime Racing this weekend at Talladega. Hey, Ceasar, how's it going?
Doing real good, real good.
All right.
Really excited.
Okay, so let's this is year one of the Alpha Prime partnership between you and Tommy Joe Martins and a bunch of others. And of course, a number of assorted drivers have been in the cars. How exciting is it to be back in the car this weekend at Talladega?
I'm actually really excited. You know, when you don't get to race all the time, you know, and it comes to race day, the week of, it's like you get the reality check, like, all right, you get to go and play. So I'm super excited about this weekend, and just thinking everything of what we got to do as for me getting in the car. But I'm really excited. I love Talladega. I love the whole track and the whole atmosphere that it brings.
So going into this partnership with Tommy Joe, how do you think it's going so far? Because I know that this is year one. You're going to have some growing pains like every new team does. But overall, how do you think it's going?
Right now, I'm going to give it it's pretty good. I think we've shown speed. That's the key thing, is having speed. We've had a lot of bad luck on the track. We had Kaz in the car. I put him in there purposely to, because he's a great driver. Unfortunately, sometimes you get bumped around, and he had, quite a few incidents where, we had a lot of, crashes and damages. So we didn't get the finish we want. But Ryan Ellis had a 13-16 place finish, I think. But overall, as a team, I think I'm happy where we're at. It's growing pains, brand new. The new team blues. You can have a little things. Pieces of the puzzle are not perfect right now, but I think right now what we're focused on. I think we're on track, and the main thing is we're set up this year for next year. Next year we're gonna have less drivers, more full-time guys, and the sponsorship we have to bring better equipment and stuff to the team is looking very optimistic right now.
Yeah, because it was gonna be you were gonna go. It was initially one full-time car, then it was one full-time car and maybe a part-time car, and now it's two full-time cars.
Yeah. That was first, like you said, it was one car, and then Tommy started doing, all right, the drivers and numbers and everything, and who wanted to drive for us. And we all right, when they went to one car, and then it said part-time. Then we started getting more phone calls. People wanted to drive for us, and then it's like, right, we make it two cars. Yeah, so that escalated pretty quickly, but we're already working on next year already. That's the cool part about it.
Yeah, and I know that you've had an assortment of drivers, and who knows, there could be more coming into the stable.
Yeah, there's a couple more I can't say right now, but I got a couple more surprises coming, which we're excited about. We'll be announcing really soon, so you get the gossip. But right now, yeah, I think right now the drivers we had, I think we've been pretty happy with what everybody's done. We had a couple little, like I said, learning curves. But I think super excited what we have so far.
So going into this race at Talladega, I know that things didn't work out for you personally when you got in the car at Daytona. How ready are you for some redemption at Talladega this weekend?
No, yeah, I'm excited. Daytona, people don't realize that's probably the most nerve-wracking race I had. Going to a race, because two-car team, brand new, 45 had no points, and I think 47 cars showed up for that race.
Yeah.
So I had to get in on speed, and we didn't have a lease motor. We had an old motor, owner motor. So right off the bat, it's like, okay, you got to lay down a perfect lap. You got to get, do everything flawless to shift. And we were able to qualify 22nd. I mean, that was like, as soon as we qualified, I think that was a big relief. High fives to the team. Fortunately, the race started, and, I'm 6 lap in, and I'm just chilling right there running, and then all of a sudden we start losing power. Car blows up, engine blows up. But this one, I think, is a redemption, like you said, for me. But this one, I'm going to be, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to race as hard as I want to race it. Main goal right now is to get the car in the race. I got to be very cautious on this race, due to the fact that, our car is not in top 30 in the points. We need to be top 30 in the points. That's a huge thing as a team for money-wise, point-wise, provisional-wise, for what we have coming up. So I'm going to, of course, qualify with everything I got and then race. When it comes down to the end, we're going to save it to the end and then race hard right at the end.
So going into that particular race, I know that there's been a lot of excitement around some of the drivers that have been in there. Of course, Raja had some good runs. Howie's been in the car. Ryan Ellis, Sage, Josh Bilicki, Kaz, and more.
Yeah.
Coming soon. But really, it's just what's it been like to partner with all these guys?
It's exciting. I think every driver has like a little bit something, brings a little something different. It's also nice to see like you have Raja, to be part of somebody's first race in NASCAR. I think you kind of a stepping stone to his career, and I think it was nice to see him go out there, do what he did. I think he had a good finish for his first time out. Did a nice job, handled himself very good. But I think it's great when you see all these different drivers how they are and talking to them and their driving style. It's pretty cool. I really like it.
Yeah. How many races do you plan on doing this year, Ceasar?
I think I got both Talladegas, Daytona. I'm going to do Atlanta, and I think I got 2 more that don't know which one they're going to be. So I think maybe about 7 more. Next year I want to run a little bit more also. Probably going to do about 10 races.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be running full-time Lambeau this year. So our season starts in probably about 3 weeks. I won 2-time champion with GT3 with Ferrari with my teammate. Now we're going to go for third championship. Unfortunately, we're not in GT3 this year. We're going to do Super Trofeo due to fact of funds, but excited being, behind the wheel with him and get another championship. Got a great sponsor, so we're excited about it.
All right. Well, Ceasar, good luck this weekend at Talladega, and thanks for coming on, and we'll talk to you later on in the year.
Appreciate it.